Got the engine hoist together. It's all folded up, ready to go whenever I get to it. So I'm back to working on this thing. Just been pulling some more wires off and trying to figure out where to go from here, but the water neck in the front had been taken off, and now I'm seeing that this has been messed with. So maybe the thermostat's on this side. Hard to tell, but still haven't figured out how to get the intake off, or if I even need to. Probably should just start cutting wires, because I'm not going to save this harness. It's already fucked too many places. Guess I can take the heater hoses off, the vacuum line for the brake booster. Can probably put it in neutral and get the shifter linkage out of the way. And this side's done. I think I'm just going to disconnect or unbolt the compressor. Probably the power steering pump underneath it. Just let that stuff fall and hang. I tried 2 mobile mechanics and one didn't reply. One has the system, but the evac pump is down. It's going to be a few weeks before he gets it back from repair. So it's probably going to be about $1,000 to get the pump and the tank and gauges and hoses and everything I need to do it myself. Not sure if that's worth it for this one, but if this car makes enough money, then I'll probably get one for the next car. So I hate relying on people that really don't want to show up. To not even get a reply is just a pisser. So yeah, I think I'm going to get those heater hoses out of there next and see how much space that frees up. Don't think there's any wiring left back there. What is that? Maybe a... Not sure what that is back there. I haven't seen where the throttle linkage connects to anything, so that might be that. Or maybe it's all electronic now. Maybe I just unplugged it. It was plugged in right here. That was probably it. So yeah, I'm gonna get some of this other shit out of the way and keep it going. So I just cut those heater hoses up top. And I cut the brake booster vacuum. So I don't have a tool to get rid of those, get those factory clamps off. So it's just easier to cut it. No one's going to want used hoses anyways. I did get the bottom end of the heater hoses off, but I just wasn't interested in messing with the tops. So there's 3 more hoses out of the way. Might keep that check valve. Not sure if I can use that in another car or not. So I was looking at this transmission mount, and it looks like I have to get this wiring mess out of the way so I can get to the bolt on the mount. So guess that's next, is to trace back all this wiring and get it all out of the way. I think a lot of it's unplugged already. I just got to figure that thing out, and it shouldn't be too bad. Let's just disconnect. Drip, drip, drip. Got the power steering reservoir emptied. I can get that shit out of the way. It's going into the pan. Left in the hose. Power steering pump. Looks like you have to pull the pulley off to get to those bolts, or yeah, it's or stupid design. There's no way those bolts would come out with the pulley on, so gotta take the pulley off. Get the pulley off. I gotta get that bracket off, whatever I think that was for the skid plate. And hopefully the pulley just comes off after that easily. I doubt that it's pressed on, since you have to remove it to get to the bolts for the pump. So then I think I'm just going to start cutting some wires. There's just a lot of shit to unplug. This whole harness should come out of that loom. A lot of zip ties in there that probably aren't factory, but just a lot of wires there. A lot of hard to get to plugs. Might try to save some, but just bad design all over the place. Guess I can take the fans off and the radiator out now too. Or maybe that's holding the condenser in that I need to save. We'll see. Got all the wires out. Decided to just cut the wires to the fuel injectors. So I didn't want to fuck with taking the intake off and let someone else deal with that. Didn't know where the ground strap connected, so I just pulled it all back through. And it looks like they were planning ahead. It's underneath this wire loom. You can get to the motor mount bolt. See it down there? Another one there. So that's easy now. On this side, got that bracket off that was coming down. And I thought I had the right Allen wrench to get the pulley off for the power steering pump, but pretty sure I just stripped it out. So that became a new nightmare. Don't really want to deal with it right now. Will eventually, but maybe not today. So that's pretty good. I keep turning the wheel back and forth to get some of the more fluid out of the system. Every time I turn it, more drains out. I'd rather get it out now while it's going into the pan than onto the floor later. So I'm pretty sure I'm ready to pull it. Jack it up underneath, take these out, let it drop down a bit, get the whole mount out, and bolt the chain up to the trans on this side. Then do the same on this side. Jack it up underneath, pull these two out, let it drop down a bit, and take the two out for the main mount, get it out of the way, and should be able to come straight up. Still have to pull the exhaust and I guess the axles. Not really sure what to do with those. Will they come out if I just lift it up? Might have to get on YouTube and see how that comes apart. Shifter linkage. Looks like there's one bolt and then the rest just clips in. Guess I could take that out pretty much any time. Little by little, we're getting there. It's probably going to be, this is day 2 working on this, so one more day of getting the AC and power steering off. Jack it up, get the exhaust cut. So it's probably going to be a 4-day job to pull this, but I'm only doing a few hours a day. Probably 9 or 10 in the morning, it's just too hot to be out here. Got fans on everywhere, but it's not helping. So, there's all the wiring for the motor. All the plugs are still there. Someone's been here before, because I don't think those are all factory zip ties. Could be, but I doubt it. Some of this stuff I want to save for the Audi. Like I know this fuse box is the same. I need this terminal because one, it looks new. Most of the stuff I don't care about. I can probably get the compressor off now. I don't even know if I have to get the power steering pump off. If I can get the compressor out, that frees up the whole front end. And I was looking at the core support. I can take the fan off, but I think the radiator holds the condenser in. Or maybe the fan holds it all in. Like the condenser's attached there. It looks like the fan is connected to the radiator. I don't see what the radiator is connected to. But for now, it's all protected, and I'm not sure I want to pull it all apart yet. The steering. I can take the one hose off because it's not doing anything. I might not have to worry about the power steering pump. going on over here? Looks like there's something that bolted to the transmission there I can get off easy. Yep. Power steering line goes up there. That's what's bolted there. Down here, it's attached there. Oh, gonna have to play with it and see where we get. Be nice to just drop the pump. Maybe if I can get the AC condenser out, I can take that whole bracket off. That would be a lot easier. Is it all one piece? By luck, there's a bolt. Well, I can get to the bolt over the power steering pump. Yeah, they put 2 bolts right in behind the alternator, so there's probably 2. Yep, can't get to that one because there's a spacer where the compressor bolts in. There's a spacer over the bolt for the bracket, so it does have to come out. Anyway, I think I'm going to be done for today. It's getting warm and getting hungry. Gotta go check on some of the eBay listings. Don't really have much more to list right now, but we will soon. Like I said, another day or 2 of this and the engine should be out. Maybe get anyway, that's going to be all for today. I'll see you next time.